you have had a wonderful, wonderful day today. And thank you for joining me for Cinderella Diaries. This is the show where I share my story and the stories of those women, awesome women that I've had the pleasure of coming into contact with, where we share their stories of how they were deliberate in making the choice to step out of the fairy tale and living a life of wealth on purpose, creating the life of their dreams on purpose. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about wealth versus that hustle mentality. I know that many of us as women, we have made the decision to not just lay on our laurels and wait for things to happen. All good, all awesome, all fantastic. That is great. However, what I see on the flip side is that we are running ourselves ragged, and I mean ragged. In the name of wealth, we're doing some pretty crazy stuff, and the results may be, yes, money's coming in, but I had to stop here just a moment and share with you the truth of the matter and the reason why I too had to take a break. I have to say this. Taking a week, I think we took a week with the 2 weekends on each end to just step away from the schedule, step away from the emails, step away from the text messages from every direction was so awesome. It was absolutely awesome. It felt so good. And this is me who lives by my calendar. Everything, my calendar is color coded, it's electronic. I can get it off of any and all my devices. And anything you want to do with me, it has to go in the calendar. This was hard for me, but I have to say that this was awesome. And what it did for me was allowed me to step back, step away, refresh, rejuvenate, and come back to the business, come back to my work, come back to my coaching, come back to my clients, come back to my dreams and goals with new vision, with refreshed fuel, with more gusto, with more get up and go, because I've been refueled. But what I wanted to share today, coming out of that experience, is just taking a look around at what we as women are going through. We are so committed to building our wealth that sometimes the hustle mentality is just doing us in. Whether it's a side hustle or a main hustle, this hustle environment to build wealth, it might not be getting you what you think you're paying for when you're working the late hours, not having the time to be present with the people that you love, and everything else that's important kind of loses quality because of that hustle mentality. So I wanted to share with you, I think maybe 3 or 4 points that just came to mind when I realized the true cost that some of us are placing on our I guess us going after wealth, on that journey to wealth. We are actually paying a price that may not be what we think it is, and certainly what we want it to be. There's a way to go after wealth. There's a way to seek it out, to create it, to embrace it, and to make it real for yourself that does not require you to sacrifice your quality of life or anything else. Here's the points really quickly. One, resentment will stain your wealth. So let's say in your hustle, you start to resent either the time this hustle is taking or the relationships it's costing you. Whatever it is that that wealth is costing you, if it is important to you, you are going to start resenting what wealth is taking from you in order to get it. And as a result, it is going to stain your wealth. Let me say this and hear me clearly. If you have to sacrifice vital and important aspects of your life to go after wealth, wealth is never, hear me clearly, never going to fulfill you or do what you think you wanted it to do in the first place. That is a recipe for regret, and regret just stinks. Resentment will stain your wealth, so do not ever sacrifice time, relationships, or any other important and valuable aspects of your life when going after wealth. There is an alternative. Let's talk about that later. 2, your health. I have a hashtag for my life. I try to make sure I say it out loud on a regular basis. My hashtag is healthy, wealthy, whole. Healthy, wealthy, whole. And these are the 3 things that are most important for me: health, wealth, and wholeness. And health in this case is often sacrificed in our pursuit, that's the word, in our pursuit of wealth, whether it's our mental health, our physical health, or our spiritual wealth, and that's important as well. Health cannot be sacrificed when we're going after wealth, because health is required in order to sustain wealth. Catch this. Health is required in order to sustain wealth. If you're just looking to make a boatload of money today and be done with it, sure, sacrifice your health. Go for it. Do it if that's what's going to float your boat. But we cannot sacrifice our health to the hustle mentality, saying we're going after wealth. We have to prioritize our health, make that a priority so that the wealth you build, you can actually enjoy it. Big, 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 big one. Okay, number 3, because you know these Cinderella diaries, they gotta be nice and short. Number three is this: if you're building wealth and you have not yet settled on your raison d'etre, the reason why you're here, your purpose, that innermost search and why you are who you are and where you are and all of that. If you are building wealth and you have not identified your purpose, eventually wealth is going to be a train wreck, and it's just waiting to happen. If you want to see an example of wealth without purpose, you just have to look at any of the celebrities that are just spraying money all over the place with nothing good coming out of it. That is money that has nothing to do. That's when I think the old adage was idle minds are the devil's workshop or something like that. Essentially, idle money is a train wreck, and that's what happens when we have wealth with no purpose. The hustle mentality is great. It's easy to say you're going after that 7-figure $1 million legacy building cash heap that's in your account somewhere here, there, or anywhere. But if your wealth is not purposeful, you are going to be in one train wreck after another, because that money ain't got nothing doing, nothing good doing, that's for sure. So if you are on the path to wealth, step away from the hustle mentality long enough so that you can actually ask yourself, okay, what am I doing here? What is going on? Where is this leading? And what's in this that is bigger than just me? Your wealth will be much better at delivering on legacy and purpose and impact and inspiration when you understand your purpose. So there you have it. Building wealth should never come before your purpose, your health, or in actuality, any relationships or time that is important to you. You know what I mean? I think I'm going to throw in a fourth one: wealth versus the hustle mentality. Listen, we all gotta hustle. Okay, fine. It's trendy. It's that thing that everybody's talking about. But in building wealth, if you're going to hustle, then make sure you have some fun. You cannot go back in time after you're wealthy to enjoy your life. You need to find ways to enjoy it now, in the building, in the growing, in the journey. Your wealth journey has to be fun and fulfilling now. Now. Anyways, I get so excited when I talk about wealth. I get so excited when I talk about women who are on mission and who are, you know, doing the things. They are testing and pushing, and they're not afraid to say, "Hey, this is what I'm up to," or "Hey, this is what I need help with," or "Hey, I have a dream that is bigger than anything I've ever done before, but I have the dream and I want to make it a reality." That's what wealth is about. Now, I told you that there's an alternative. Instead of the hustle mentality, let us purposefully build wealth. Let us tap into who we are and why we are, and let's use that as fuel for our wealth. It doesn't have to be woo woo, people. It doesn't have to be any, you don't have to go to some ashram anywhere if that's not your deal. You don't have to take any vows if that's not your deal. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about understanding fundamentally what you're here to do and applying that to your wealth journey. For some of you, right now, your wealth journey, where you're at, you just need the freedom. You just need your money to create an opportunity for you to breathe and have a good lifestyle. You journeying through to your purpose is going to help you with that. For others of you, you already have that freedom, but you're looking for impact. You need to make a difference in where you are, or who you're with, or the things that you're able to do. Whatever that is, whatever that happens to be for you, wherever you are in that health wealth journey, let go of that hustle mentality and come to wealth from a place of, this is me being, this is me doing. Do not sacrifice yourself, your health, your relationships. Do not sacrifice anything that's going to get in your way and cause you to look back with regret. Have some fun. And by all means, if you're on your path to wealth and you're not sure of how you're going to get from point A to point B, if you're stuck, if you need help, if you need a strategy, if you're not sure what the next step's going to be, reach out to me. You might be hustling hard and getting nowhere. It's time to let go of that, get smart and strategic, and let's build wealth together. DM me, reach out, send me a message, send me something. Just don't suffer there in this hustle mentality by yourself. Let's talk. All right. I hope you have enjoyed the Cinderella diary entry, and I certainly look forward to sharing more with you. I'm back. Summer's over, and I have already some ideas for our next conversation. I will see you then. Take care, everyone.